Welcome you all to our channel. Let's learn automation. And today we are going to see how to use the property file and how we can uh, shift our important data in a property file. So let's move to the Eclipse. So this is our test base class, and here what we have done, we just open the browser, enter, maximize it, and enter the URL. So here we'll do some modification, like we can say that uh, we'll do some code which will decide which browser we need to use. Let me close this. Okay, so for example, if I need to use the multiple browser like Chrome, Edge or Mozilla, so first of all we will do that, and then we will move to the property file code. So for that, we'll declare one variable browser, and we'll give the value like Chrome, and depending upon this value we will open the browser. So for that we'll apply the condition like if browser dot equals is Chrome. If browser dot equals is Chrome, then we are going to open the Chrome browser. So I will just shift this code here, then I will give the else if, and here I will use the same code for Mozilla, or we can say that Firefox, and we'll use the code like WebDriver manager dot Firefox driver dot setup, and again driver equals to new Firefox driver. Then again we'll use the else if, and here I will put the condition like the browser is Edge, then WebDriver manager dot Edge driver dot setup, and here driver equals to new Edge driver. Let's wait, yeah, Edge driver. So in this way we can code. So depending upon the value of browser, our code will be run on Edge or Chrome, or on, we can say that, Firefox. Now uh, we'll try to use the property file for this browser value and even for this URL. So for that we'll create one folder in our project. So this is our project. I will right click on my project and new, and there is option like folder. So I will create the folder of name test data, finish, and here I will right click, click on new, and will select the option of file, and here I will give the name like config dot properties, and here I will provide the values like, we can say that URL. So URL equals to, so our URL is this, then username, then password also we provide, and browser. So for example I'm going to provide Chrome, and username will take from here, so like this, and this is password. So this is our property file. So the important data like URL, username, password, and browser name we define over here, and we'll try to use all these values in our test base class and in a login page. So as we need to use all those value of property file from config by property. So what I will do, I will just create one more package to create the method which is going to import all these values. So I will right click, create a new package, and we'll give the name like utility. Okay, and here I will create one more class like which is going to read the data. You can see it, read data, and finish. So in this particular class, I will try to create the method which is going to read the we can say that the property file, and in future if we want to read the Excel file, then also we will write the method for that reading of Excel file too. So we'll start for the property file. So we'll create simple method public void and read property property file. Then to read the property file, we have the class like properties of Java util. Remember, we need to use the or we need to create the object of property class. So properties of Java util, not the other one. So am going to select this one, and we'll use the object like this prop equal to new and properties again. So we know that this is the process to create the object. Then after creating the object, we need to give the location of the file, that property file. So for that, I will use like file input stream. Then I can define one object like file equal to new and file input stream. And here I will provide the location. So I will just copy the location. So we know that this is our config file. So I will right click on this, go to properties, and copy this location, and we'll paste it here. So first of all, I will just throw the declaration, and then so like this I just provide the location, and now I will use the object of properties file like prop dot, I can say load is the method where we are passing the value like file. Okay, so what we are doing, we are using the object like prop or property file. Load is the method which is going to load the file which is present in this particular object, I can say. Then I will use the object like prop dot get property, and here I need to pass some value. So for example, in a config.property file, I need to use the URL or username or password. Then I need to pass that value into this. So I can say value, and this value I will pass in a argument form. So like I can say string value like this, and there will be a semicolon. So what is going to happen whenever I am going to execute or call this method should return the value from the property file or value from the config.property file. So we should write down this method as a return method. So I will write down the return statement over here, and as we know that this value is going to return the string value, so here we need to provide the string. Now this method is ready, and now we'll try to use first of all in a test based class. So here we have the string browser and Chrome value. So we'll remove this hardcode value and try to use the method, or we can read data, this read property file. Okay, so for that we'll try to use the class dot method name. So in a test based class I will do like read the data, read data, that is the utility method dot property file. There is no property file, so what I need to do, I need to do some arrangement over here, like I need to make this method as a static. So let's make it static, then read data. Now I can use the method, and here I will pass the value which is required to me. So I required the browser, so I will just copy the browser. So I can say that I need to pass the key. So I will copy the key and pass here. So it will take the browser from here, browser value, and as per browser value, it is going to open the Chrome, Firefox, or Edge. Then also there is no need to write down like this. So here also I will write down like read data dot read property file, and here I will pass the value of URL, like we need to copy the key value like URL, and we'll pass it test base class. So here what we are trying to do, uh, we create one utility package. Utility package means what? The thing which we required for some time, we will write down that code into this particular class. So as we are going to read the data from the property file, so I create one method which is going to read the data from the property file, and I'm using this method to read the browser value like here and the URL value like here. So let's see is it working or not. So this is done, I will close this. This is also done, we'll close this, and we'll try to execute this. So let's execute this, but before that we can also change the username and password from here. So for that I will use again the same class read data dot read property file, and here I will pass the key value. We'll pass the key value, username, and here I will pass the value like password. So read data class dot read property, and here we pass the key value of password. Sorry, here, and we need to throw the declaration like this. So this is done now, and yes, and to throw the declaration here too. Done. So this is done, and now we'll try to run this. Okay, it started running. So total we have 5 test cases that should be executed. So we got the green signal and all the test cases got passed. So this is what the test base class which we just modified. So let's write down some comments over here to make these things clear. So what we have done, we have defined the driver as a global level. So let's write down that too. So driver is defined global by which it can be used all page and test class. We can say that because we make use of this driver in page class and even in test class also, and also we make it as static. So uh, driver is defined as static because we can say that static cause only single copy of driver should be used across the project. So this is the reason. Then let's write down about this method. So initialization method. So this method open the browser and enter the URL of application. So this is the what we can say that command for this. And let's write down the command for this too, like read data. Can write down this method read the property file, read the data from property file. So this is done. So in this way we just integrate the property file in our code now. And after integration, what we have done, we have removed the hard coded value. So before that we use the browser value over here, even here we use the URL. So we remove all those things. And then also in a login page we use the credential like username and password, so we remove that too. And now what we can do, we can easily change the URL, even username and password if required. So there is no need to modify the test base class or even the login page class. So that's it. And in the next session we will see another thing. Bye. Thank you.